the zero product property that says if I multiply A times B and get 0, then what do I know? Yeah, if I multiply two things to get 0, then either the first thing is 0 or the second thing is 0. I know, but I just didn't know the name of it. There it is. Zero product property. Well,
What? That looks nothing like A times B.
yeah, it does. It looks just like A times B.
Just a lot more.
So where are the things being multiplied? X minus 9 is being multiplied by 5x plus 2. So this is my A. This is my B. When I multiply them together and I get 0, I know either the first thing is 0 or the second thing is 0. Huh? Yeah, solve. Yeah, solve. So now x is not by itself because we're subtracting 9. So we add 9. So x equals 9. Over here I subtract 2. 5x equals negative 2. I divide by, I forgot the equal sign. 5x equals negative 2. Then I divide by 5. You know what negative 2 divided by 5 is?
No.
Negative 2/5?
What? Oh, I could have told you that.
Yeah, let's just leave them as fractions. All y'all hate fractions so much. That makes it easy. Negative 2 divided by 5 is negative 2 over 5.
I figured what 100 million divided by a million was. I split 1 million.
100. It's 100. Okay, this looks like some we've already been working. I've already kind of led you into this. So you should be able to do this. I want to solve. When I see the word solve, my goal is to get x by itself. Problem. What's the problem?
X is not by itself.
Well, yeah, it's not by itself. There are two different x's. Two different x's. So I'd like to combine them. Can I combine these? No. So I can't solve it the way I'm used to solving. So getting a variable by itself is no good. So now I need to get everything to the same side. So I'm going to move the negative 20 over, which means I'm going to add 20. Are you okay with that? So now it says x squared plus 9x plus 20 equals 0. Now it's in the form of a quadratic. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So how can I solve a quadratic? I can factor. A, yeah. A is the number in front. Do the A times C method. You remember the A here would be 1, right? Because there is no number.
1 times 20.
1 times 20, which is? Yep.
Would it not be minus 20?
It's not. Because in order to get rid of it, I had to add 20 to both sides. Right? That's what makes that go away. So like how you guys have learned to add 20 to both sides. When I was in school, my teachers never showed me this. We always did the move it over and change its sign. It's the same idea. Well, at this point, I start showing that more because there's some stuff you can do more quickly. If you just move it over, change its sign. All right. 4 times 5, very good. 4 times 5 is 20.
1 times 20 is what? 3 times 10?
Yep, I don't need any of the other ones. Charlie gave me the answer right off the bat.
Keep doing it, dude.
Good job, Charlie.
It'll make sure there ain't none of them.
So now what, Charlie?
Now you're going to plug them in. 4 and 5.
Yep, instead of saying 9x, we say
4x.
5x and 4x.
Yeah. Wait, hang on.
If you do the other way, that's fine. You can still get the same answer. Now I've got 4 terms. How do I factor when I have 4 terms?
Parentheses.
Group them. GCF of the first set of parentheses is, that leaves me with, GCF of the second set of parentheses is, that leaves me with. So now I've got 2 sets of parentheses. Do they match? So grouping works. It multiplies to, or factors to be what's in front of parentheses. Y'all guys can't see that. What's in front of parentheses times the matching parentheses. Now what does it look like?
What we just did.
Exactly. 2 things multiply to be 0. Which means either the first thing is 0 or the second thing is 0.
Well, they're both zero. They're not zero.
They are both 0.
They don't say or, say and.
I just don't know at this point in time. We treat the x-axis as like a timeline that we read from left to right. So the 2 times that the x, or 2 times where x gives a y value of 0 is when x is -5 and x is -4. So graphically,
Those are where the x-intercepts.
let me show you. Let me show you. X equals -b over 2 times a. This is my axis of symmetry. Right? Everybody with me? Quadratic -b over 2a. For real? So at -4.5, I have an axis of symmetry. I can find the vertex by plugging this in and find the y value. So again, I know you can do this in your calculator. I'm going to try to do it without one. -4.5 squared plus 9 times -4.5 plus 20. So this would be 18.25. That would be 9, 18, 27, 36. 36 and 4.5 is 40.5 plus 20. So this would be 38.25 minus 40.5, which is -2.25. So at -4.5, -2.25, here's the vertex. Okay? That's terrible. Big vertex. Now what else do you know about this? You should know its y-intercept. Its y-intercept is 20. I just picked around 20. You with me? There's not. Kill me.
That might be 20, but I don't understand how it goes through that.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know how it goes through there. Where does the y-intercept happen?
You said 20.
Where does the y-intercept happen? Where x equals 0. I mean, I've already taught all this. That's why I'm trying to go fast. When x is 0. Plug in 0 for x and 0 for x. And what are you left with? The y-intercept.
By the drawing, I don't understand how it's going to look right.
What do you mean that's going to look right? Okay? So because the axis of symmetry, I know it goes through 20 over here. At, this is -4.5.
Yeah.
That'd be -9. So -9, we're at 20. And then I also know the 2 x-intercepts now. That's what's new. The x-intercepts are at -4, -5. It doesn't look right.
Look at the V.
It's not a V. It also makes sense that it opens up because the A value is positive.
Yes.
I mean, all these things still fit into it. You just now know how to find the x-intercepts. We had to ignore them because we weren't factoring and solving yet. We're learning everything else but the x-intercepts. But now you know the x-intercepts. And you can find them by factoring. So we're just continuing what we've already learned about quadratics. Following? Just another.
Yes.
Thanks. I'm trying. I think you guys know some stuff.